Yes, I'll share the screen, and I need to give credits to College Board and Khan Academy for the wonderful material we are using during this session. This is Mr. Ahmed Azmi, and we are discussing today the answers and explanations of SAT Quiz 12. Is my voice clear? It's not. Is my voice clear, my friends?
Yes, it is.
Okay. Are you ready with the answers? Everyone? Okay. Let's start with the first question. That's a textual evidence question. Yalla, type your answers. Abdurrahman, would you please? I need you to help me with the first question. يا جماعة, your answers. Abdurrahman, your answer, please.
I choose C.
C. Okay. And the others, Hanina also C, and the rest. Okay, I want you to read.
Here is a 1907 short story by Leonard. In the story, the author emphasizes that the setting where the character Valia is reading is nearly silent.
Okay, what's the key word? If you are going to choose two important words in the stem of the question, which
Sitting
word?
and silent.
Very good. Sitting and silent. We need to describe the sitting as silent. So most of you, all of you did it with C. Okay, where is the key word here in C? I wanted to read it and match it to the word or the words you have just selected from the stem of the question.
Yeah, everything in the room is the setting. Was quiet is the silent.
Okay. Okay, what about A?
Valia approached the window and examined the toys. It's not.
No sitting? No.
Silent.
Okay, and no silent? Reading a book, almost half. Where's the sitting? Where's the description of the sitting that is silent? The hand in which he carried his book was getting stiff with cold, but he wouldn't ask his mother to take the book from him. Also, no clue for the sitting and no clue that this sitting is silent. So the best one is C. As Abdurrahman said, everything in the room was quiet. So quiet that the only thing to be heard was blah, blah, blah. Thank you, Abdurrahman. Next question. Haneen. Central idea, which quotation from most illustrates the claim? That's the textual evidence. Also, everyone, I need you to type your answer.
I did it C.
You did it C. Okay. Then we have B. And we have also D. We need to differentiate between them. I need to get the claim, and then we will figure out the differences between all of them. Here, the model answer is, just a sec.
It is B.
It is B, as far as I remember, but we will make sure right now. Okay, I want you to read.
Electra is a circuit 420 to 410 PCE play by
So it's a play. It's very important to determine the subject, the main topic of the text. So Electra, that's a play by whatever. It's translated by
and translated in 1870 by R.C. Jebb. Electra, who is mourning for her dead father and her long absent brother, is aware of tense of her and grief, but believes it to be justified.
can you clarify that? So she is what?
She's like sad about her father's death and
She's
her
aware.
own.
That's an adjective. Aware. She's aware of the grief. So as you have just said, she is sad, but that's a contrast. We pay attention to, يا جماعة, pay attention to the conjunctions and the transitions because they show us the relationship between sentences and even the relationship between parts of the same sentence. So she is sad, but believes it, the sadness, to be but sadness is justified. It's justified, the sadness. We have B and we have C and we have D. Okay, I want you to start with D, but never will I stop from what?
Ceases from degree and sore lane.
Okay, is she lamenting someone, blaming someone?
No.
Okay, so that's clueless. Send to my, okay, go to the third C.
Send to me my brother, for I have no more than strength to bear up alone against the load of the grave that weights me down.
Okay, I have no more strength to bear up alone against the load of,
Is it opposite from that she believed it will be such justified?
Yes, that's the opposite. I have no more the strength, which means she is about to give up. No clue that she believes that the sadness is justified. The justification here has no clue. Like when we read B, I want you to read B to find out the differences. I know my
I know my own passion, it escapes me not, but seeing that the clothes are so dry, will
okay.
never crop the. That she knows that she's in pain and that she's sad, but still she has her own passion. She knows her own passion.
So she's pain, but still has her own passion, as you have just said. Okay, if I want to match grief to something in B,
It's gonna be the pain.
okay, it keeps me not. That's the feelings. Okay, like I need justified. It is explainable. What do you think? Also grief. There is one word in B
Will never crop.
equals justified. Justified means that's explainable. You understand it.
Seeing the causes.
Bravo. The causes. Is it clear?
Yes.
Does anyone have a problem with that question, my friends? I think it's clear right now. Thank you, Haneen. Malak?
Yes,
Okay. What did you get?
she has grief, but she believes it will be justified.
It's justified and she will never give up. That's why we eliminated C, because it seems that she is submissive in choice C, which is contrary to the fact and to the text. Okay. You will help me with the next question. Central idea. Central idea. Yalla, Malak, you will help me. I need the rest to type answers, please. What's your answer, ya Malak?
I chose A.
You chose A. Yes. That's central idea questions. A, right? Malak, did I hear that correct? A. This is your answer? Malak. Where are you? Yeah, Malak. It seems that it seems a technical problem. طيب, Abdurrahman.
Mr. Sorry, my internet keeps going on and off.
It's okay. It's okay. Your answer is A, right? Abdurrahman,
Yes,
your answer is A, right?
yes.
Okay. I want you to read it and match it to the text, please.
Okay, Miranda played a crucial role in influencing the content and distribution of letter to the Spanish Americans.
Okay. Which is okay. So Miranda played a crucial, which is important, role in what?
Influencing the content and distribution of the letter.
Content and distribution. So I will match Miranda to the content and the distribution of the letter. It's two things, content and distribution. How can we match that to the text? Because we need to know what's wrong with the other choices. What makes A better one?
It is all in the last sentence. It says Miranda not only helped circulate the letter, which is distribution.
Go to the
but
last
it-
sentence. Miranda not only helped circulate the letter. Circulate the letter. Circulate the letter equals what?
Distribution.
Yes. Distribution. But
His edits and footnotes to the next version is content.
editing. So he had many things to do with influencing the what here, distribution or the content of the letter?
أجيب مثلا around here.
Again, his edits and footnotes. This is related. He had many things now to do with what? Just the circulation or the distribution?
The influencing the content.
Influencing the content. يبقى we have to say circulate. Just a sec. Circulate equals distribution of the letter. Edits, notes, so that's the content of the letter. Not only circulation, but also editing. And even هنا يا جماعة the conjunctions as I told you, not only but also, not only but also. That's a message. That's a clear message that this is the main focus of the text. Addition, adding, not only help it with circulation, لكن مش معنى distribution تحت يبقى فوق تبقى distribution. Synonyms, you have to match. Circulating the letter, that's the distribution of the letter. When you edit something, when you have notes to a text, so that means that you contribute to the content of that text or that letter. If we go through what's missing in B,
It's because little Spanish Americans persuaded many people in Latin America to pursue. It's not mentioned all of it in the passage.
I know, but the main focus here, the main focus,
crucial role of Miranda.
okay, was on the letter. What's missing in B? Where is what?
Miranda.
Where is Miranda? That's not mentioned in choice B. Okay. And I think C and D also had nothing to do while you were answering with the content or his contributions to the distribution and the content of the letter. So that's the main idea. So look at that, the person and his contributions to the letter was the main focus of the text. Hanin?
Yes.
Okay. Hanin, again, what's wrong with B? Was the main focus on the letter or Miranda?
Was only in the letter, and we need also to have it in Miranda.
So if you are choosing between the letter or Miranda,
It's gonna be the letter.
so why didn't we choose B? Well, the focus here on the letter. The letter persuaded many people in Latin America to pursue national independence.
And we need also to be about Miranda, both of them.
Both of them, but mainly Miranda. Okay?
Oh, okay.
Because he was handed the unpublished letter after Vizcardo's death. Miranda not only helped circulate the letter, but his edits and footnotes to the text position, Miranda as a central figure in the text creation, So it's mainly concerned about the contributions of this person to the letter. So if you have the letter only in one choice, that's wrong. As you have just said, both of them should be included because I need the influence. I can see the influence of Miranda, the influence on what the letter. So both of them have to be mentioned as in choice A. Thank you. I need you to help me with the next question, please. That's an inference question. The stem is missing, but it seems that's an inference question, which we need to complete the text, complete the sentence. You will help me, Hanin? The answers? The rest, would you please type your answers?
I did D.
Sorry. D. The meeting chat, please. Okay, the rest, Abdul Rahman, we have B and also we have D. So the difference between B and D. Okay. Let's start reading and analyzing. Researchers.
Researchers modeled varying levels of
Can I put a
passenger.
comma here or a colon after researchers?
No, because we cannot separate the work or the name of the person.
Yes,
and
the title or the job from the name with any type of punctuation. Okay, so researchers blah and blah, model.
modeled varying levels of passenger redistribution from short-haul flights, flying of 15 to 210 minutes for taking off to land, to high-speed rail trips.
Okay, so the main comparison, flights versus
high-speed rails.
rail trips. Okay, this is short flights and high-speed rail trips. Okay, he started. Yeah, so that's what he did. That's what he did, comparing flights to the rail. Now he's going to give us the explanation of why he did so. Planes, which is flights.
Travel faster than trains, but air travel typically
Just a
requires
sec.
3
We need to
hours.
pay attention to the conjunctions. It's fast, but
Travel typically requires 3 hours of lead time for security bagging handling.
okay, this is positive or negative?
Negative.
It's negative. Yes, the traveling is fast, but before boarding and after landing, that takes time. يبقى في هنا 3 hours of lead time. Like it means that so the traveling is fast, but there is a lead time which makes the process takes a lot of time. In terms of security, baggage handling, boarding. Okay. On the contrary, the rail بقى.
Doesn't.
Okay. The lead, no lead time. So the tone here, the tone toward flight, positive or negative?
Negative.
It's negative. And here toward the rail, it's
positive.
Positive. Okay, let's continue. So,
Short haul routes take similar amounts of time by air and by rail.
they are the same. They are the same. And if you are traveling, you can say that if you're traveling from one place to another place by plane, okay, the traveling time may be less than the traveling time if you're traveling by car. It's less. But in the car, it may take 5 hours. By plane, maybe it's 2 hours. But the lead time of the plane will be extra 3 hours. So 5 hours to arrive or to reach your destination by plane and 5 hours to reach your destination by car. So they are the same. What caused this? The lead time. Okay? Go ahead. However,
However, the model suggests that as a rail passenger, Williams pushes current capacity limits, load
Okay,
long lead
so the problem here is capacity limits.
capacity
Capacity
limit.
limits concerning what? Concerning flight or the rail?
Rail
The rail. So that's a problem with rail ان في capacity what? Capacity
limit.
limits. So long lead alhamdulillah, sorry. So long lead times emerge. يعني ايه بقى? What does it mean capacity limits? Did you get that? Does anyone get that capacity limits? Did you get it يا حنين ولا not?
No,
Okay, it's positive or negative?
I guess it's negative.
It's negative. هنا بقى بيقول لي therefore ما هو here however there is a problem with or two rail passengers that in في capacity limits the numbers يعني maybe the train I want to travel at 2 so الappointment بتاع 2 ده will only be for مثلا just 100 passengers. So if there are others will need to wait. They cannot take or they cannot travel at 2. Maybe they will be late or they will take the next train. So the problem with the capacity, the number of passengers, maybe in flights more than the rail. Is it clear?
Yes.
So for the rail to remain a viable alternative to short holds, we need to
To fix the
to
capacity
fix
limit.
this problem يبقى عندنا we need more what? Capacity. So I need to complete the sentence proving that solving the problem of capacity limits will make the rail a viable alternative or maybe better than the short haul flights. So how can we solve the capacity limits? Look at the differences between B and D. Read D.
Passengers who travel by rail for these routes will need to accept that the lead time will be similar to those for the air
Is
travel.
this a solution
No,
to
doesn't that make
the
it like they will take as much as the traveler does, the air traveler
okay?
does?
هو أصلا the sentence is mainly concerned with a problem of capacity limits. So I need a solution to the capacity limits. Is it mentioned here to accept that the lead times will be similar of the air travel? Is this a solution to the capacity? Where's the solution to the capacity? No, يبقى هنا no solution to the capacity limits in choice D. This is wrong. طيب, go to B.
Where systems may need to schedule additional trains for these routes.
Is there a solution to the capacity limits?
Yes, they will add more trains, so like
بالظبط,
more
more
people
trains, additional trains. That's a solution. The problem of capacity limits problem. This is the solution. Additional trains. Is it clear?
Yes.
اوكي طيب let's say ان احنا ما قريناش اصلا من فوق وانا بدات باخر sentence مثلا. هنا بيقول لي however the model suggests that as rail passengers volumes approach current capacity limits long lead times emerge. يبقى في long lead times emerge long time more time because of capacity limits. ما capacity limits that's something negative. Therefore so cause and effect. If you have a problem يبقى هنا أنا محتاج solution. Solution of capacity limits. That's the key word. And I need here a solution to the capacity limits. If we go through all the choices, here he's talking about baggage and boarding. Here he's talking about accepting the idea. A long routes and airplanes should offer airplanes. We're talking about offer more long haul routes.
Airlines isn't mentioned.
We
We're
are
only
mainly
focusing on the
concerned with the rail, which is rail systems may need to schedule more trains. More trains, that's the solution of capacity limits problem. Is it clear? Haneen, is it clear?
Yes.
And هنا يا جماعة the problem, not the problem, conjunctions are very important. The conjunctions are very important. However, therefore, if you pay attention to them, you will understand the relationship between the first part of the text and the first part of the text and the last part of the text to be able to complete it with a logical sentence. A sentence that fits. Pay attention يا جماعة للconjunctions please with transitions. Malak?
Yes.
Okay. What was the problem with rail systems?
The capacity.
Okay. Okay. Go to, you will help me with this question. That's another inference question in which you need to logically complete the text. Malak, what's your answer for this question?
D.
B or D?
D.
Okay, D. We have also A. Okay.
A helograph is a semaphore device
So
used
the main
for
subject here is?
helograph.
Okay. Since he's using verb to be, so he's explaining it. That's a definition of helograph. A device used for sending مش عارف كذا. By reflecting, it's not important to pay too much attention to the scientific details. هو helograph. Holographs.
Holographs were used for rapid communication across expansive distances, for military surveying, and for forestry purposes during the late 19th and early 20th centuries. But they were largely
ايوه
effective
الconjunctions بقى. هو هنا ده كان positive, but they were largely effective only
during the daytime.
During the daytime. وده positive ولا negative?
Negative.
That's negative. Okay, what's negative? يبقى هنا دي problems. هنا الكلام ده كله, this part, this is positive. But يبقى هنا negative problems only during daytime, and the range of the device depended on factors such as the air,
Air
light,
and line of sun.
Okay. تمام. هنا بقى ايه؟ so therefore.
Holographs were
holographs.
eventually replaced by technology that
ماشي، يعني التكنولوجي دي better ولا worse than holographs؟
better.
better. What was the problem with holographs؟ ايه هي البروبلم؟
It could work only during the daytime.
تمام. طب التكنولوجي بقى would work on only during the daytime؟
No, all the time.
So go to D. So the new technology will be similar to the holographs. Similar.
No.
This is the problem. Yeah. The right answer is A. Read it كده.
A.
So the new technology
Was not
not
so constrained by environmental.
constrained means limited. Will not be limited by environmental circumstances. What's environmental circumstances?
The air and line of sight.
Air والsight with daytimes like mean.
Holograph.
تمام. Is it clear؟ يبقى limitations دي بتاعت مين؟ of the holographs. The new technology will not have the limitations. We will replace the new the holograph will be replaced by the new technology. يبقى new technology هنا solved the problem of the holograph اللي هي limitations. So the new technology will not have the limitations of the holographs. The new technology will not be constrained, will not be limited, will not be confined, will not be limited to the environmental circumstances اللي هي only daytime, the opacity of the air and light. Is it clear يا ملك؟ Thank you. عبد الرحمن. يلا يا جماعة vocabulary in context question.
Mister, I have a question.
Yes, sure.
In last question, why was D wrong?
D.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, why would we work on similar principles? And if I'm replacing the holograph by a new technology, this technology will adopt the same principles?
No, but it's that easier to produce and maintain.
I know, maybe easier, maybe it's easier to produce and maintain. لكن احنا we were concerned with what؟ مش هو قال هنا ان الهيلوجراف بيعمل حاجات حلوة military و surveying but so he's going now to explain the problem. The problem هنا the problem or where the problems concerned with productivity and consistency?
No.
Well, the problems were concerned with the environment, with the daytime air and line? The problems were concerned with daytime, air, and line, not with production or the consistency. So I will match environmental circumstances to daytime, air, and line. So why you replaced the holograph by a new technology? To avoid the problem. What was the problem? Air, line, and daytime. So the problem was not concerned about the production or the consistency. It was concerned about the environmental circumstances. Clear?
Yes, okay, thank you.
Matching is very important. Matching is very important. Okay. Vocabulary. Your answers, please. Abdurrahman, it's your turn, right?
Yes.
Okay. We have B. Your answer?
I chose D.
Also B. Okay.
D, Mr.
Oh, sorry. D. Okay. Start.
Okay. While most animals,
Sorry.
I start reading.
Yes.
Okay. While most animals are incapable of passing somatic mutations.
So it's okay. Just a second. Okay. Okay, Malak. Malak, are you in?
Yes, I'm in right now.
Oh, okay. Abdurrahman, sorry. Go ahead.
Okay. Genetic altercations that
لا,
are
from the very beginning.
Okay. While most animals are incapable of passing somatic mutations.
Yeah, while shows what? It's important يا جماعة ان انا يعني it's a red flag here. While يبقى في difference في two different ideas here. لازم اعود مخي ان هو to pay attention, to raise flags, red flags if you see conjunctions or transitions. So while يبقى عندنا two different ideas هنا مع الادجectives اللي هي ايه؟ انت فين يا عبد الرحمن؟
Yes, Mr. I thought you were like incapable.
ايوه كده. يبقى هم incapable of ايه؟ passing حاجه. ها to their ايه؟
onto their offspring.
طب انا هقعد بقى اركز يا جماعه while reading ايه هي السوماتيك ميوتيشنز اللي هي هنا عندنا تو هعمل لي هنا non essential or an explanation between two dashes genetic alteration. ايه هي السوماتيك mutations genetic alterations that arise in وانا مش محتاج اقراها اصلا. هي non essential فاحنا we use to save time بقى we use the writing rules in reading والreading in writing. فهنا خلاص انا بنقي الحاجات اللي هي to save time while عندي two different things. هم مش قادرين يباس somatic mutations. كأني فاهم يعني ايه somatic mutations. ها to their offspring يبقى مش عايزين يبعتوا حاجه مش عارفين incapable. اوكي معايا يا جماعه؟ do you understand how we read, how we must read smartly؟
Yes.
يبقى هم while incapable, which is negative, of passing something. طب السكند بارت بقى بيقول لي ايه؟ ها مش عارف
Coral presents an intriguing.
ده الكورال. طب من غير ما اقرا بيبريزنت حاجه انترستنج. انا مش محتاج اقرا يا جماعه. مش هنا في while incapable of passing؟ يبقى المفروض الكورال للاكزامبل ده هيعمل ايه؟ also incapable or capable؟
capable.
ايوه. will be ايه؟ capable. هل دي hypothesis؟
No.
ها، امال ايه دي؟
Anomaly.
The right answer was D, right?
Yes, it was D.
It is D, yes. What does mean anomaly?
It is like an intriguing problem or an idea.
لا، هي مش problem. هي it's something
Case.
different.
Different.
Something different or maybe strange or
Special.
abnormal. حاجة different. ممكن يكون في كلام صعب هنا يا جماعة، لكن هو الحل في الكونجنكشن. while يعني ده في الرايتنج اهو. يبقى انا عندي two different ideas. الشيت بتاع الترانزيشنز اللي في الرايتنج. while I was sleeping the doorbell rang. عندي two different actions، وساعات بستعملها في لما يبقى فيه opposite حاجات، oppositions. ففي animals، واتكلم هنا generally most animals incapable، وادالي example، يبقى اكيد ده capable. يبقى incapable versus capable. This is a difference. يبقى هختار مين اللي بيساويها هنا؟ معايا يا عبد الرحمن؟ الناس فاهمه انا بفكر ازاي
Yes,
ولا انا
yes,
بكلم نفسي يا
yes.
جماعه؟ يبقى incapable versus capable. عرفت منين؟ ان عندي while shows ممكن contrast او ممكن difference. الكابابل versus incapable versus capable، that's anomaly or difference. Thank you عبد الرحمن. حنين.
Yes. Mr. May I ask you a question?
Sure.
Why can you repeat why you didn't choose hypotenuse? The answer B.
Okay. هو most animals capable ولا incapable؟
Incapable.
حلو. incapable. This is negative. هنا بيقول لي ايه؟
Why?
while shows ايه؟
Contrast.
difference or contrast. طب لما يقول لي while most animals are incapable، يبقى اللي بعد كده هيبقى ايه؟
Capable.
capable. When you have one example, only one example of a capable animal, and all the others are incapable. So this example is a hypothesis, well, that's an interesting anomaly difference.
Oh, different.
Yes. So this animal is different from most animals, since most animals are incapable, but this animal is capable. So that animal represents an anomaly, a difference.
Okay.
الكي وورد هنا يا جماعه في while في الكونجنكشنز تاني. conjunctions وadjectives. conjunctions وadjectives وريزن. يلا حنين. Next
did it
question. That's part 2 whole. What does the phrase reconcile his mother nearly mean? Oh, that's vocabulary. That's vocabulary. Sorry, another vocabulary question. What's your answer and the rest? يلا يا جماعة, type your answers.
it did it A.
Okay. Get his mother to accept, right? This is reconcile his mother to. Okay. Why?
First, at the beginning, he said that he wants to travel far beyond the village, to be
He
near
wants
his
to
mother.
travel. Okay.
Okay. And then the other part when he said that admit to reconcile his mother to the notion, which means the idea. So it's gonna you're gonna need to let her accept the idea.
Okay. He wanted to let her accept the idea. دي معناها ان she didn't accept the idea. حتى how did we know? حتى if you don't understand at the very beginning, but he found it difficult. He wanted to make it to let her accept. It was difficult. But even the last sentence, her son's desires were incomprehensible to her. So, which means agreement or disagreement?
Disagreement.
Disagreement. So he tried to get her accept the notion, the idea of a traveling far away from her. Get his mother to accept. That's reconcile. Not apologizing, not matching, not reunite. Thank you so much. ماشي حنين. ملك. يلا يا جماعة, your answers to that's a function question, or we can say part to whole.
Yes.
Your answer,
I
Malik?
chose A.
A, the purpose of the text. Pay attention in the part to whole questions or the purpose questions. The answers start with verb. Discusses, presents, describes, compares. Okay, you did A, it discusses. The A, findings of what? Malak. Malak, again, the internet, right? Malak. Abrahman.
Yes.
Okay. Why did we choose A?
Because in the passage the main focus is about the main purpose is about the findings of the study.
Okay. Here we have evidence of what? A hypothesis. ولا describing the experiment ولا comparing two methods of assessing indicators. Okay. Do you agree with the hypothesis? With hypothesis? Was it a hypothesis?
No.
No. It may be study or it may be
experiment.
experiment. Okay. طب هنا بقى هنا الديفرنس هنا findings وهنا ايه؟ no ايه؟ وهنا في unresolved question. What does mean unresolved question?
A question that has no solution.
Okay. طب go there. Space
scientists Annalisa Stefanem and Robert Ferrell planted seeds of AT in samples of lunar regolith.
So it can be an experiment.
Yes.
Or as maybe a study. هل هنا بقى will we discuss the findings or there is an unresolved question like in choice C?
Okay, and serving as a control
control group. So it can be a study.
They found.
So they found equals what?
Findings.
Bravo. So we are mainly concerned now with the findings. They found that while
all the seeds germinated the roots of the regolith plants. Moreover, unlike
he's still discussing what?
The findings.
The findings. Is there a clue of any unresolved question?
No.
No. So the text was mainly concerned about what, Abdul Rahman?
The findings.
Yes. It was mainly لأن ممكن ناس ممكن choose experiment وما يكملش قراية. Okay, so the text was mainly concerned with discussing the findings. How did we know? LE, they found blah 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 blah. Then moreover, unlike مش عارف أي كلام. فكل ده يا جماعة equals what عبد الرحمن؟ findings. المعلومة بقى نفسها ما حدش يضيع وقته عشان يفهم هم انا والله العظيم ما فاهم ايه هو ولا ثاليان ولا لونر ولا ريجو. انا مش فاهم الكلام اصلا. ما حدش يضيع وقته انه يفهم الساينتفك information. It's unnecessary. That's reading skill. وهنا ده purpose. هو بيقول ايه؟ بيدiscuss finding. هل في hypothesis؟ هل في question؟ طب was this question resolved or unresolved؟ هل عندي findings؟ هل هي methodology؟ do not waste time trying to understand the scientific piece of information provided in the text. Think holistically in this type of questions. The purpose of the text. It's different from inference questions. In inference questions, maybe you will be asked about specific details in the text, but purpose holistically. Malik, are you in? Are you back?
Yes, I'm back.
Okay. Did you follow that? Did you get that or not?
Yes.
Okay. I want you to help me with the next. Cross-text question. What's your answer? And the rest, please.
My answer is B.
Okay. Okay, the moody answer is also B, right? Just a sec. This is which question? Oh. Okay. where is the stem? ملك انت
Based
رحتي
on
ولا؟
yes, I'm
okay.
here. Based
How
on the
would the
text,
author
how
of text do?
most likely respond to the assertion in the underlined portion of text one.
I can start with this assertion. The assertion here is concerned with what?
Conjugation may alter,
May change.
may change,
May alter.
constituent,
مش عارف ال constituents physio مش عارف ايه properties.
such that enocies no materials from a nanobird that's anything but.
حلو قوي. طيب هنا بقى
The potential of enhanced toxicity of nanobirds relative to the toxicity of constituent nanomaterials
يعني هو
has
قصده ان
shown
في one ان الكونجيكيشن ده بيخلي النانو ماتيريالز او النانو ماتيريالز بتخلي الكونستيتوينتس توكسيك. ده المينينج scientific meaning.
I don't know.
طيب الناس اللي شاطره في البيولوجي يا جماعه. ايوه النانو ماتيريال conjugation does not. اوكي ما علينا.
But the
طيب
effects of nanomaterial conjugation vary by case.
طب كويس قوي. هو معلش هو هنا تعال نشوف التون. تعال نبقى سمارت يا جماعه ونشتغل. معلش تعال نقرا من الاول كده. ها growth
Growth in the
in
use of novel nanobirds materials created from the conjugation of multiple distinct nanomaterials, such as iron oxide and gold nanomaterials conjugated for use in magnetic imaging, has outpaced studies of nanobirds' environmental risks.
حلو قوي. يعني ده بوزيتيف ولا نيجاتيف؟
Positive,
بيقول لي environmental risks وريسك.
but has outpaced studies.
سوري. unfortunately risk.
Evaluations based on nanobirds' constitutions are not reliable.
which means ان هي it can
Negative.
be it's negative.
It can be false.
it can be false. اوكي لا هو ايه اللي false؟
The results, the evaluations.
which means ان الكونجيجيشنز دي هتبقى ممكن تبقى نيجاتيف. ولا positive؟
Yes. ممكن تكون negative أو positive.
بالظبط. اوكي بس هنا it's mainly مش هنا بيقول لي environmental risks.
Yes.
okay has outpaced studies. يعني ايه outpaced studies of nano birds environmental risks؟
يعني overpowered the studies.
لكن risk evaluations
The risks are not reliable.
okay conjugation may change constituents properties such as يعني
innocuous nanomaterials from a nanobird, from a nanohybrid. That's anything but.
حلو قوي. طيب هنا بقى بيقول لي the potential text 2 for enhanced a toxicity ها
of nanohybrid relative to the toxicity of constituent nanomaterials has drawn deserved attention.
يبقى ال constituent nanomaterials can be toxic. تمام.
Yes.
but ها يعني it can be toxic لكن ال effects of conjugation may what
May vary by case.
may vary. ها تعال كده نشوف for instance how بقى يعني هو ازاي بتvary اهو
It was
بيقول
recently shown that a nanohybrid of silicon dioxide and zinc oxide preserved the desired
preserve
optical
positive or negative.
positive.
It's positive يعني it may be true التوكسيسيتي لكن الافكتس دي بتختلف يعني it can be positive and can be يعني اهو ده example ان هي ممكن can be what
Preserved.
preserve ممكن تبقى positive ها
Yes, yes.
while mitigating
While mitigating the nanoparticles' potential to damage DNA.
اوكي طيب انتوا اخترتوا B صح؟ طب A did text 2 deny the circumstances؟
No.
لا it agreed upon the possibility.
Yes.
اللي هو ال conjugation which is the cause for concern. ها but
Yes.
pointing out that the nanomaterial conjugation doesn't inevitably produce that result because it may be or it is helpful in some cases في text 2 اللي هو preservation يعني مش لازم تبقى toxic. Is it clear?
Yes. Yes.
Does anyone have a problem? Thank you Amalek. جماعة, do you need an explanation, more explanation for this question? Okay, let's move on. Just give me 2 minutes. Okay, I need to stop recording for a second. 2 minutes and come back. Whose turn, my friends?
It's my turn.
Okay, عبد الرحمن. يلا يا جماعة, your answers to the first writing question. Your answer, عبد الرحمن.
C.
Okay. I think the right answer was not C. Well, it's C. Oh,
It
it's
is
C. It is C, right? Yes. Sure or A? I forgot the question.
it is C. Yes.
Okay. Let's read and we will figure out the differences.
Okay, magnetic levitation trains are suspended above a track by powerful electromagnets, reducing friction and thus allowing for much faster speeds.
يبقى هنا
Though
ماتشر. بصوا يا جماعه ال adjectives are important. يبقى هنا fast يبقى trains فيها حاجات make it faster. ها هنا بقى ايه؟
though maglev advocates in the US have long
هي though
imagined
shows what؟
contrast.
تمام.
Have long imagined these trains crisscrossing the country. Their dream remains unrealized.
يبقى هنا advocates crossing the country versus the dreams are what?
Unrealized.
unrealized. انت قلت لي ان هنا في contrast. حلو قوي. الدريم of what؟
Of the train, the magnetic levitation trains are being produced in the US.
لا ايه الدريمز بتاعتهم؟
ايوه الدريم بتاعتهم ان المagnetic levitation trains be in the US.
ماشي تمام. crossing the country. تمام. هنا بقى ال part of continue
Of the handful of maglev trains currently in operation, all are in Asia. It means it shows emphasis because in fact shows emphasis. It emphasizes on the point that their dream remains unrealized.
Yes, because all of them are
In Asia.
not US. Yes, it's C. Thank you. Hanin, who are stating a fact. Currently, all are present simple. So he is stating a fact. Thank you, Abrahman. Hanin, another transition. Hanin?
Yes,
It's your turn.
I did it B.
Okay, and the rest? By contrast, I chose contrast. Furthermore, addition and similarity. Similarly, we have. Did you say B or D?
B.
I can't recognize it. B or D?
I did it B by contrast.
Oh, okay. Okay, start.
In a heated debate and biogeography, the field is divided between disparates and recurrent. Okay,
مهم.
there.
It's divided between two things, right?
Yes.
طب انت ليه قلتي؟ ما هو بيقول لي ما هو we have a debate, right?
Yes.
And the debate between ده وده
Isn't like because it is in the
we
other
divided.
sentences.
ماشي. طب ما هو بيقول لي there are those who argue that this ده is the most and those who insist ان ده is the most كذا. يبقى where is the contrast here؟ that he is emphasizing.
Okay, there's no contrast.
Is it clear?
Yes.
No contrast here. ده بيقول لي debate at the very beginning. وبعد كده بيقول لي ايه؟ Some believe كذا others believe كذا. أو يبقى هنا ده equal each other. It's the same. He is clarifying or emphasizing or adding to not adding, he's explaining the debate, the idea he stated at the very beginning. So no contrast here. Is it clear, Hanin?
Yes.
Malak?
Yes.
That's a rhetorical synthesis question, which we need to read the stem at the very beginning. What's your answer? And the rest, يا جماعة, your answers, please. We have B and we have
My
D.
answer is D.
Okay.
A student
B,
wants to use a
a quotation.
a quotation to emphasize a potential problem with the wood web theory.
Okay, so
Which
I need
choice
a problem, a potential problem, and also I need, and this problem is concerned with the Wood Wide Web theory. That's, and you did B or D?
D.
Okay, طب ايه البروبلم هنا؟
It's disconnected from evidence.
الايه؟ Disconnected from, مين اللي disconnected from evidence؟
The Wood Wide Web.
هنا بيتكلم على مايكروزل نتوركس، انما في B سوري
It's the theory.
معلش مش سامع.
It's the theory of the Wood Wide
That's
Web.
the theory that it's disconnected, so we will match. يبقى احنا هنا ايه هي ال potential problem disconnected from evidence, so we'll match it to the problem و the networks related to the كذا. طب ايه problem with D؟ مين يقدر يقول لي ايه المشكله؟ ما انا عندي حاجات كده مثلا بيقول لي في concerns. فين البروبلم هنا اللي هي the decay of the wood wide web. ايه البروبلم هنا؟ What's wrong with B يا جماعه؟
The problem is that it's disconnected from evidence.
ماشي، في حاجه تانية. هو choice B بيقول لي ايه؟ despite the problem the theory remains ايه؟ remains ايه؟ يا ملك. remains popular, which is positive, and the STEM directed me to design a quotation that must be dedicated to emphasize the problem, which is negative, not to mention any positives, even if those positive ideas are correct. لأن what guides me, the stem wants a problem, a quotation highlighting, underscoring a potential problem, which is achieved in choice D. Abdurrahman?
Yes.
Okay. Another rhetorical synthesis question. Your answer?
I chose C.
The rest? Okay. The stem?
The student wants to present the primary aim of the research study.
Okay. يعني not the methodology, not the method, not how they conducted the experiment or the study, not the findings. He wants the aim, the goal, the purpose of the study, which is
C. The
ايه
team
اللي
wanted
بيساوي هنا الايم او الجول او البيربس؟ ها؟
wanted.
wanted to understand. طيب B.
It says these are the findings, not the purpose.
Findings, not the purpose, so I will eliminate it. And also the researchers found that this is also
Fine.
findings. I don't want it. طب هنا use models. This is what
Methodology.
the methodology, how they conducted the study or the experiment. I'm just concerned with the goal, the purpose, which is wanted to understand, wanted to know. حتى الquestion that I can answer it without even reading the notes, just paying attention to the stem and analyzing and eliminating the wrong choices. Hanin.
Yes.
Verb form
I
and
did
tenses
B.
maybe. Huh?
I did B.
D.
B.
Sorry. B. That's the different one, right?
Yes.
This is singular. This
And
is
all the others are plural.
yes, plural. Plural, but also I need the subject. The subject is
Survey.
really
Survey.
we're okay. Her exhaustive survey. خلي بالك بقى ان هنا of plants prepositional phrase in كذا prepositional phrase comma
And
comma
then
interrupter comma يبقى ده non essential. We need to trim all of them. يبقى survey singular يبقى survey was. طبعا we can answer using elimination, choosing the different, but I prefer that we also need to get the subject, the simple subject, which must be separated from the verb by prepositional phrases, comma, interrupter, comma, relative clauses. I need to trim them to get the simple subject. If I have no time, so choose the different without reading. Malak, I think it's the same.
Yes. D.
Okay. Also different. ولا
Yes, it's different.
has singular, is singular, was singular, or plural.
And the subject is talent.
Talents. Yes. Of, as I told you, prepositional phrase, comma, interrupter. So trim them, eliminate them. So talents are. Thank you. Abdul Rahman.
Yes.
Your answer?
I chose C.
Okay, C. This is separation.
Yes.
اوكي، هو لو عندي however وذو بيبقوا مع الفيرست independent ولا السكند independent؟
I think usually with the first.
with the first. اوكي، فين الفيرست one؟
Res resurrection plans not truly return from the dead.
plans، صح. the verb
Don't.
do return. Okay, and the other one they are.
They are.
So this is independent, subject verb. This is independent, subject verb. So this is run on or fused. You cannot combine two independent clauses with no punctuation at all. The second one, Abdurrahman, is
Comma splice.
comma splice. We use comma fanboys or only fanboys?
Comma for voice.
Yes. That's a run on. So did we combine here or separate?
Separate.
Separation is the only valid option. يبقى one time you will be forced, or the right answer will be comma and comma but semicolon colon اللي هو the way of combining. لكن هيبقى في other questions in which you will be forced to separate sentences since the other choices cannot work. You will find them run on, comma splice, fused. So we'll be forced to separate them with a full stop and capitalize the second sentence. Anine?
Yes.
Next.
I did D.
Okay. Is it the same like the last one?
Yes.
Okay. I need the subject and the verb of the first independent clause. Yeah, it starts with like.
But this is a phrase.
This is a phrase. Like and مش عارف كذا 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 كل ده comma phrase.
Taxon.
Introductory phrase. Subject.
Taxon, the Asian taxon.
Verb.
And the verb.
Yes, so this is independent. وطبعا لما يبقى عندي it is يبقى ده independent. So the only option here is a separation. الباقي ايه يا حنين؟
The first one comma splice.
Mm.
The second one run on, and also the third one is run on.
Okay.
مستر
Yes.
هو في السؤال ده في آخر واحد امتى نختار however comma it امتى نختار comma
لو اللي قبلها مش independent
تمام
بدل to independent يبقى خلاص. Okay. ثواني I will pause stop recording.